Good morning, my dear student. Today I am going to discuss with you short answer fill-ups on MCQ. This will help you to get good score from the exam. Let's see one by one. I will start with the first chapter, limit test. We'll see one by one. So first question, why only distilled water or purified water is used in performing limit test? So this already we have been discussed from the class also. So everyone known about this answer, but we'll see. In performing limit test, only distilled water or purified water is used because ordinary tap water contains number of ions to validate the test. So because of already normal tap water contain number of ions, while we are going to perform or match with the test to the standard, which will interrupt to, it will not give you the proper result. This is the main reason. So we are going to use the distilled water. Okay, so second question, why nitric acid is used in performing limit test for chloride? So nitric acid is added to prevent precipitation of acid radicals such as phosphates, sulfates, etc. So with silver nitrate, because in the presence of nitric acid other precipitate are not produced and only chlorides get precipitated. So once again, the limit test for chloride, we are going to use silver nitrate. In presence of silver nitrate only chloride get precipitate and others to be prevented. This is the main reason while we are going to perform the limit test for chloride in presence of nitric acid and silver nitrate to be added. Okay, so third, why hydrochloric acid is used in the limit test of sulfate to remove the impurities of sulfate. So the same answer you can write for why nitric acid is used in performing the limit test for chloride. Also you can write to remove the impurities of chloride. Instead of sulfate, here we can write instead of sulfate chloride you have to write. Okay, why barium chloride? Fourth question, why barium chloride is used in the limit test of sulfate? Barium chloride reacts with sulfate to produce barium sulfate, which can be seen as a white precipitable. Example, therefore can be identified. Because in presence of barium sulfate, in presence of barium chloride get converted into barium sulfate if any sulfate to be present as a impurity. So this is a main reason barium chloride is used in the limit test for chloride. Next, what is the reagents used in preparing barium sulfate? It's nothing but barium to be treated with sulfur or any sulfur compound. Okay, next, why do you understand by the term, or what do you understand by the term ppm? Ppm is nothing but parts per million. 1 ppm is 1 milligram in 1 kg. 1 ppm is 1 milligram in 1 kg. Remind that in that 1 milligram, that means very least amount in 1 kg. Next, why granulated zinc is used instead of ordinary zinc? So granulated zinc is used instead of ordinary zinc because evaluation of nascent hydrogen is steady and prolonged, and with granulated zinc this is to be marked or noted. So the same we had discussed with that arsenic, by granulated zinc to be used in that. So what is the principle of arsenic? Everyone known about, when arsenic converted into arsenious gas, then arsenious get converted into arsine. During that time So granulated zinc to be used as a reducing agent because so this will give the steady and prolonged. So this is the main important to be noted, steady and prolonged. So this is the main reason we are using in that arsenic limit test for arsenic also. Okay. So next question, why do you understand by the term limit test? Or what do you understand by the term limit test? So limit test is nothing but quantitative or semi quantitative, the test designed to identify and control. It's very important, you must write the proper definition. Suppose if they are asking in short term answer, the test, it's a quantitative or semi quantitative test designed to identify and control small quantity of impurity which is likely to be present in the substance. So here limit test used to perform the small quantity of impurity to be present in any inorganic or any pharmaceutical product with the help of Nessler cylinder. So this answer is everyone known. So what is the device to be used and what are all the specification already designed according with the IP and all. Okay, so next we'll move on to next question. Is there any special apparatus that I already discussed with you? Okay, so Nessler cylinder, what is the special apparatus or container required for carrying out limit test? Nessler cylinder are required for performing the limit test. Okay, so next we'll move on to field labs. So limit test or qualitative and quantitative test to identify and control small quantity of impurity. If they are asking in the definition format or if they are asking with that fill up, so you have to write it's a qualitative. Limit test is not qualitative, quantitative or semi quantitative. It's a type of error. So quantitative or text mistakes, quantitative or semi quantitative to identify and control small quantities of impurities. So second question, so limit test for chloride has been based upon the reaction between, what is the principle? So when chloride in the form of any soluble chloride to be treated with silver nitrate in presence of what is that, in presence of nitric acid to obtain a chloride. This is, they are asking about the principle, you can write. Next also sulfate, so barium chloride, it get converted into barium sulfate in presence of hydrochloride. Chloride means, always remember that chloride means nitric acid and sulfate means hydrochloric acid. So what is the reason we are adding nitric acid here in case of limit test for chloride? To prevent the precipitation of chloride, here sulfate. So limit test for iron ferrous thiocalcolate as stable pink. So these are already practiced in the labs also. So we have limit test, we are comparing with that color or identify with that color, palesency and turbidity. So this is the most example for comparing with the color. Here what is the color? The color also you have already noticed and you have performed in the labs also. Pink color. Let's see the question. Limit test for iron ferrous thiocalcolate as stable pink to reddish purple color in thiocalcolic acid medium. So because this thiocalcolate get converting into ferrous thiocalcolate, so this is the main reason we are getting the color. So what is the reason to get pink color to reddish purple color? Means because of adding of thiocalcolic acid medium or because of adding of thiocalcolic acid. Okay, so next limit test of iron is based upon reaction of iron with ferrous mercaptoacetate in a solution buffered with ammonium citrate. That means in that limit test of iron, ferrous mercaptoacetate, that is the upon reaction of ferrous with ferrous mercaptoacetate of a solution buffered with ammonium. This is not much important, so you leave about it. So limit test for iron purple color is due to the formation of, because this is converting to alkaline nature. So first one, what the two main important reason when we are performing limit test for iron, we are getting color because of what is the reason. If in case of alkaline nature, it is converting into alkaline nature, and adding of thioglycolic acid only that color is developed while we are doing limit test for iron. Okay, so next, the limit test for arsenic is based upon, actually this question might be wrong, they typed into mistake, like what is the apparatus or test device to be carried out to perform the limit test means guts it. But limit test for arsenic is based upon means we can write the principle also, but depends upon the question. You just see the device or apparatus means guts it, and what is the principle means when arsenic get converted first arsenious, then it is converting into arsenic gas. Okay, so now next we'll move on to ninth question. The function of granulated zinc, this is already we discussed in that short answer. Because of steady and prolonged evaluation of gas, this is the main important, we are adding granulated zinc in limit test for arsenic. Okay, next, in limit test for heavy metals, dash is used for clear and colorless turbid colored solution. This question is not much important, but anyhow method A is used for clear colorless turbid. There are three more methods I already taught you, so once if time permit you just go through it. Next, in limit test, the change in color is compared with the fixed standard in the pharmacopoeia. Next, if they are asking about how do you compare or observation of your or report, we can conclude it. If the test solution color or turbidity or opalescency, we are comparing with that opalescency with the limit test for chloride, and turbidity with that limit test for sulfate, and color with the limit test for iron is less than, remind that less than that of the standard solution, it passes the limit test, otherwise it fails. Or you can write it in a observation like that also. Okay, so it depends upon the result produced while you performed in that labs limit test for chloride or sulfate. So test to be compared with the standard. So the test solution as produced or developed, what opalescency in case of limit test for chloride, or turbidity in case of sulfate, and with the limit test for iron, color. So when the color or turbidity or opalescency produced from the test than that of standard means it has to produce very less than that of standard, mean it passes the limit test. It indicates that very least amount of impurity to be present, or very less amount of impurity to be present in that. Okay, next we'll move to next chapter, acid. First, so far first chapter we have covered what are limit test, what is the principle, and how do you compare with that, and what is the main so according to my opinion, there are more few questions are very important, like related to limit test for iron and arsenic, and you can learn about the definition for limit test. Okay, and what is the principle of arsenic. And in theory part, you may expect a arsenic limit test for arsenic, all limit test and impurities in pharmaceutical. This is the most important question from the first unit. Okay, so next we'll move on to second chapter, acids, base and buffer. So everyone known about the first questions. Buffer solution are those which resist the change in pH. So the measurement of pH can be done using, what is that, pH measurement of second question, measurement of pH can be done using pH meter. Okay, so how do you measure the pH? Means with the help of pH meter. So third, everyone, even you are studying under a HAP or you have studied from HAP subject also, pH of blood in human body is exactly, it is in neutral condition, 7.3 to 7.4. Next, fourth question, acid turns, what is that? What is that? Acid turns or base. So if in case of acid means, what is that? It turns into blue litmus to red. If it is acid means red, base means blue. So this is the followed by third and fourth questions, fourth and fifth question. Next, according to Bronsted-Lowry concept, an acid is a proton acceptor while base is a proton donor. Acceptor and donor. Acid become A for A. That means acid become acceptor according to Bronsted-Lowry concept. Acid acceptor, proton acceptor, base proton donor. Okay, seventh question. Soft acids have, so this I think according to my knowledge this is not much important, so we'll move on to next question. The value of hydrogen ion concentration. So what is the value of hydrogen ion concentration? 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7. 1 into 10 to the power of minus 7. So next one, ninth question. If hydrogen ion is high, the solution is acidic, while hydrogen H plus is low, the solution is, so depends upon the hydrogen ion present in the solution, so it decide the whether it is acidic or whether it is basic. So hydrogen is more means acidic, less means basic. Okay, which is known as slaked lime. Which is known as slaked lime. Calcium hydroxide is nothing but synonym. What is the synonym of calcium hydroxide? If they asked me, slaked lime. What is that? Slaked lime. Next we'll move on to MCQ part. Which of the following is not a properties of acid? So acid means, what are all the properties we already have discussed in the classes also. It has sour taste and it react with base to form water and turn blue into litmus. But the fourth answer not suit with that because it doesn't have slippery on the skin. So it doesn't, definitely it will irritate your skin. You feel some sensation while some accidentally happened on the acid also. So this is not a suitable answer. So D is the answer for which is not a property of the acid. And second question, which of the following is not a property of a base? Property of a base, so it has base character, everyone know. It's bitter taste, turn red to litmus blue, and here base becomes slippery on the skin, but it react with the salts to form a acid is not a correct answer. So C is the option for second question. Next, in general, when an acid and base are mixed, what will happen? When acid and base, repeatedly I already told to you class, acid and base, what is that? For example, let us see acetic acid when treated with acid, here weak acid, and strong base like sodium hydroxide, sodium acetate, and thereby removal of water. So what will happen? salt and water are formed. So D is the correct answer. So which of the following questions best represents what happens when hydrogen bromide dissolves in water? Hydrogen bromide when dissolves in water, hydronium ion and removal of bromine. So fourth one, D is the correct answer. What is the pH of solution that has a hydrogen ion concentration of 1 into 10 to the power of 1 into 10 to the power of 9 m? So it's nothing but 9. So we are first question we already discussed what is the pH of hydrogen ion, 1 into 10 to the power of -7. Here what is the pH of 1 into what is the pH of solution of hydrogen ion concentration, 1 into 10 to the power of -9 m is nothing but 9 is the answer. So which of the following pair is a conjugate acid base pair? Conjugate acid base pair, hydrogen cyanide and cyanide, and conjugate acid and base pair, you can tell that acetic acid and hydroxyl also comes under acid and base pair. Okay, so next, which buffer is used for maintaining acid base balance in the blood? So it's a most important question. You may expect buffer, what type of buffer, which buffer is used for maintaining acid base balance in the blood? Carbonic acid or bicarbonate? Carbonic acid with bicarbonate ion is used for the maintaining of acid base balance in the blood. Then sodium hydroxide is commonly known as caustic soda, and slaked lime is just now we discussed calcium hydroxide. Okay, and calcium oxide is the quick lime. Spirit of salt is ammonium chloride. I think spirit of salt or sal ammoniac is the synonym of ammonium chloride. So next, ninth one, if the pH of the blood falls below 7.3 means the condition termed as acidosis. The condition, if it is below 7.3, you know pH scale 14, from that 7.7 to 7.3, 7.5 comes under, which fall on neutral. Then above 7 means base and below 7 means acid. Okay, strong ammonium hydroxide is prepared by Haber's process. So again multiple choice question will see under the chapter of major intra and extracellular. So far we have discussed acid bases, and in that also to be one more subunits are there, intra and extracellular body fluid. So the body fluid, first question, the body fluid found with the cell is called body fluid found within the cells mean. So this is quite opposite to that intracellular, not intercellular. Remind that the body fluids found within the cell is called intracellular fluid. Blood plasma belongs to interstitial fluid. Blood plasma belongs to not intra or extra, it is interstitial fluid. Most solutes in body fluid are electrolyte. Solutes in body fluids are electrolyte. Water lost through the action of what is that? Kidneys, lungs, GIT and skin. This is not much important, you leave about it. Total fluid output of the body under normal condition is approximately 2500 ml per day. So total fluid output of the body under normal output, that is 2500 ml per 2.5 liter per day. So which of the following ions diffuses easily between extracellular and intracellular compartment. Chlorine. So which of the ion is the ion? Chlorine is intra and diffuses between intra and extracellular compartment, means chlorine. So the major route of excretion for sodium ions, sodium excrete through the kidney. So chloride here which will diffuse intra and extra, and sodium ion is excretion of sodium, major route of excretion of sodium, kidney. Then salt, that is nothing but sodium, is nothing but sodium chloride. So it is main through kidney. More they are asking and skin also, but major route of excretion for sodium means they are asking, the prime answer become kidney. Then KCl is indicated in the treatment of, KCl is nothing but potassium chloride, myasthenia gravis. Calcium is essential for, but here the objective type answer is everyone all the answer become wrong. So calcium is essential for bone and teeth formation. So the principal functions of chloride is, what is that? This is the main important ions which is helpful to maintain proper hydration and osmotic pressure and normal electrolytic balance. So chloride is very much important. That's why daily we are taking as a intake in as a table we are using for cooking also. So sodium chloride, what are the main three? This is most expected question. The principal functions of chloride: maintains proper hydration, maintains osmotic pressure and normal electrolyte balance. So the option will be all of the above. Next we'll discuss the fill of questions. Sodium chloride is used as, sodium chloride used as, just now we have discussed sodium chloride is used as fluid and electrolytic replenisher. Second one, dash and dash are found in plasma and interstitial fluid. Which one? Sodium and chloride. So most probably chloride and sodium plays a major role in our body. And third one, dash are found in intracellular. Interstitial means sodium and chloride. You just remind about sodium chloride, table salt. Sodium and chloride are found in interstitial fluid. And what is the remaining three ions are found in intracellular, means potassium, magnesium and phosphate. Fourth question, the basic objective replacement therapy. The basic objective replacement therapy to restore the volume and composition of fluid. So replacement therapy means, always remember that ORS, oral rehydration, to in order to replace or restore the volume and composition of body fluid. So body fluid contain lot of ions, the major functional ions, sodium, calcium, potassium, magnesium, phosphate. So to restore, so when oral rehydration therapy to be given, also when the patient suffering from diarrhea, loss of water, dehydration, or they are suffering from some fever, so that time they lost that body fluid. So instead of to manage that or to restore the volume and composition of body fluid, so the ORS to be given to the patient through, what are the two route of administration means, remind that IV and oral. The patient, if they are in conscious means, so we can give it to them by orally, or if they are the patients become unconscious means, so trip by giving saline trip also everyone noticed. So if they are in unconscious means, it's nothing but it's a ORS or oral rehydration. It is a full compact pack of ions, that means fill up with the different ions. So this ions will help to maintain the what is that? Asthmatic maintain the proper hydration, I am asthmatic pressure and electrolyte balance. So that's why, so immediately the patient to be treated with depends upon the conscious or unconscious, so the to be administered by orally or IV. This is the two main route of administration of what is that? ORS. Then ORS stands for, next question we'll move on to. I already given all information regarding this question, so this will help you to give the answer for that. ORS is nothing but oral. Seventh question we'll move on to. Seventh question, ORS is nothing but oral rehydration salt. Then homemade ORS constituent. This is nothing but so in childhood or newborn babies, so we are treated them if the child is suffering some dehydration or diarrhea, or they are suffering from fever means, so homemade remedy of ORS constituent is nothing but 1 teaspoonful of salt to be mixed with 2 tablespoonful of sugar in 1 liter, that is to be frequently administered to the newborn baby, or also even in adults also, when we can take this whenever we are suffering hydration or diarrhea, because during diarrhea, so we are we are suffered loss of hydration, so lot of dehydration, so because this will replace or restore the volume and composition of body fluid. So next one, extracellular fluid include intestinal and vascular fluid.